All right, so for those who are joining for the first time, my name is Kai Jun, and I got Nick here with me, Nicholas. We are both heading towards our final year in our university, respectively. So yeah, I'm doing Accounts and Finance is doing business management, and a little disclaimer about ourselves is we're not financial advisor. So whatever is being shared today, do take it as an entertainment purpose or education. And if you like to kickstart your journey whatsoever, do seek your consultation from a respective financial advisor, or do your own due diligence research as well. So today Nick is going to present a little bit company I think is pretty well known, Tencent itself. So without further ado, I think he can start now.
Okay, thanks. So thank you everyone for coming in today once again. I'll be showing on Tencent Holdings. So a little disclaimer right here. Okay, so this is not a call to buy or sell any shares. So please do your own diligence if you want to invest or purchase any stocks. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask at the last Q&A session. And if if I know how to answer your questions, I'll answer. If I do not know, I will go and look for the answers and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So moving on, I'll be talking about the macro view of China. So the four factors of political, economical, social, and technological. So for the political wise, China is run by the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and it's one of is the ruling party of China. Okay, so as you all know, China and US got trade tensions. Basically, they are fighting for political power. And recently, Donald Trump wanted to ban TikTok and WeChat. And maybe I think Didi is one of many of Chinese companies listed on US. So there's also a border clash between India and China. And then China, hopefully to work more on the IP protection, intellectual property, so that, foreign investors can come in to invest in China and set their factories. And for the economic view, the real GDP is expected to rise, expand 1.7% on average in 2020 this year, given the fact that COVID-19 has already happened in the first half of the year. And then there's a sharp deceleration in private consumption to 1% because of COVID-19. And in addition, the exports slump to US and EU, given that these two areas are China's largest export destinations. And moving on to social, consumers in China are proving to be remarkably resilient and remain a powerful transformative force, not just in China, but also across the globe. So the Chinese people want to spend more on luxurious items, they want a good lifestyle. They don't mind paying for more. And they are basically spending a lot on luxury goods. So not only like China's population is decreasing, but their consumption and spending is increasing as well. And lastly, technological. China is focusing a lot in AI, Internet of Things, robotics, and automation, and all these kind of big innovations. So big companies like Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu are actually investing a lot of money into all these breakthrough innovations. And then China has a policy called Made in China 2025, and the Chinese government is aiming to actually be one of the leading leading countries in terms of innovations and technology by 2025. So moving on, I'll show you some charts from Statista that shows the number of smartphones users in China is rising gently till 2025. And the smartphone penetration rate in China is also rising gently. So there's this gentle growth in all these consumptions that supports this kind of Tencent's holding investment. And then next, there is sales revenue of the gaming industry. So it actually comes from mobile gaming, like mobile Mobile Legends, PUBG, and Fortnite, all these. And then there's leading gaming markets worldwide in 2019 last year. China is behind US in terms of revenue, yeah. And I believe China will surpass United States in terms of revenue gaming in the next few years. So for the next slide, right, this is actually a very mind-blown figure that you guys can see. Tencent surpasses so many great companies out there like Sony, Apple, Microsoft in terms of gaming revenue, just gaming revenue itself. Yeah, so this is how big Tencent is. And Tencent has these services towards consumers, like communications and social, like QQ, Weixin, and WeChat. So basically, Weixin and WeChat is a two different app. Okay, Weixin is more oriented in China. WeChat is more oriented globally. And China's Weixin is like our Singapore, our Grab app. So we can order food, we can call a taxi, we can like, what else? We can book transport, like sending like small goods or something to your friends. All these kind of one app to go to if you need to do a lot of things. And then we have the tools, which is like your Google Map. So Tencent have their Tencent Map. And then digital content wise, we have like games, music, Tencent Pictures, which acts like Netflix. And then music is like Apple Music and Spotify, but they have their own version in China. So the fintech services are like our PayNow and PayLah. So basically, China's fintech service and banking industry, right, is like being disrupted because people will not want to borrow from the bank. They will just conveniently borrow from the Weixin app itself if they want to borrow money. Okay, this is the entire map of Tencent's business. So if you want to see who controls which segment of the business, this is a very good picture. So on the other end, this B2B sector, we have Tencent Marketing Solution, which is Tencent investing a lot into a lot of AI algorithms and Internet of Things to actually understand consumers' clicking habit and searching habits. So to provide business with a very good marketing and advertising solution. And then Tencent Cloud is like Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services. Yeah. And then WeChat World is like our Google Doc, our Google Slides, and Zoom lah. So they can hold meetings up to 300 people. Yeah. And on top of that, they can share documents as well. So Tencent actually invests a lot into smart industries. So these four industries like retail, healthcare, transportation, and education. And they are consultants in all these industries. So a very good example, right? Smart retail in Shenzhen, China. Weixin actually partners with a lot of retail stores in Shenzhen. So like you don't have to bring your phone, you don't have to bring your wallet, you just have to bring your face, okay? Then you scan your face in front of some computer. And then you can just grab whatever groceries you want and leave the store. And then they'll settle all the transactions in your account of in Weixin. So that's how advanced they are compared to Singapore and other emerging countries. So for the financial highlights, right, highlighted in green, an increase of 29% of revenue quarter over quarter. So I think this is a quite healthy increase. So there's an increase in operating margin from 31% last year to 34% this year, quarter over quarter. However, the net margin remained the same as 28% below, as you can see. So I believe it's because they increased their finance costs. That's highlighted in red over here. And another thing is because Tencent is a large company that also invests heavily in other companies. So like you invest in Tencent, Tencent invests into other companies as well. So this share of loss of associates and joint ventures is maybe because they lose some valuation of investments. Yeah, so moving on. So Tencent do have competitors as well. So the competitors are actually ByteDance, where they have more um, monthly active users of 1.5 billion versus Tencent's most famous Weixin app that only has, I think, 1 billion monthly active users only. And then Tencent ranks the third in terms of online advertising revenue versus ByteDance, which is second. And the first goes to Alibaba. And talking about Alibaba, Alibaba controls 47% of China's cloud platform versus 15% share. 47%, which is like almost half of China's cloud platform already. So, and then Alibaba and Tencent is actually battling very closely in terms of market share on the mobile app payment. And Alibaba's core marketplace, right? They actually have like physical retail stores that's under Alibaba itself. Um, while Tencent doesn't have much, I think. Yeah. And then there's NetEase Gaming, which is also a very big gaming company in China. And for NetEase, right, they have new games in line to roll out subsequently period over period versus Tencent's gaming sector, which is quite a little bit stagnant, I would say. But however, Tencent's gaming is still quite sustainable and well known globally. So other than competitors, right, Tencent also invests in many big companies like Tesla, Snapchat, Activision Blizzard, Spotify, and 700 more investments in their portfolio. And then besides that, all in all, Tencent invests in social media, e-commerce, and payment platforms, and they are the largest gaming company. Largest gaming publisher. So Tencent has a market cap of over 500 billion USD. Yeah, so it's really a huge company. They have a lot of monthly active users, which they do not need to fear if their company goes bankrupt or whatever, because like so many people are using, and those people will be at stake basically. And then so I think the only bad stuff that Tencent Holdings is that it's a Chinese company. It's not that Chinese company is bad, but Chinese politics, right? It's a bit more sophisticated to understand. And then, basically, Tencent is like a one-stop company that you go to if you want your investments to be diversified in the technology sector. Yeah, so all in all, that's my view. That's my 2 cents on Tencent. Yeah, basically that's all. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. And these are the references.
Okay,
Kai
nice.
Jun?
Thanks, Nick. Okay, just to sum it up for him, in case for those who join in late and stuff like that, to sum it all up, what Tencent business actually do is, where they focus on is their gaming sector. I mean, amongst all the technology gaming, their cloud computing, their healthcare, which is their smart health, which you all seen earlier, their music, cloud services, as well as the insurance, which, and last one will be a digitalized payment, which I would say sum up their revenue source itself. So for those who are actually considering this company itself, these are where they get a revenue stream for, because if you want to invest in a company, first thing first is you must understand how do they even earn money in the first place. If not, the company probably wouldn't last as long as we hope we want it to lah. So yeah. So if you have any questions, just feel free to leave in the chat box. If not, actually we can conclude this session. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, right, just to add on to that, recently Trump said that he want to ban TikTok and WeChat, but I've read from somewhere that WeChat actually, okay, WeChat is like the global version. Okay, Weixin is like the Chinese, the China version. So if WeChat were to get out from US, it's actually less than 2% at stake. So it's actually nothing at all. It's not even a scratch or anything. Yeah. If you all want the article, I can list it in the Drama of the World group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
for
please,
yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
join the group chat if you haven't yet.
Okay, so I'll post the link of the group chat inside the chat there for those who are interested. Y'all and you're not in, y'all can join. And the following one will be the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel lah. So I will re-upload this entire thing over there. So if let's say y'all got any question or if you are late or whatever, y'all can just share this with your friend or you can rewatch it lah. If not, I would like to thank everyone for joining in. And yeah, bye bye.